Hi, ho everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome to GG Over Easy, episode 83. And in today's episode, I bothered to keep track of most of the stuff we talked about, not all of it, including some of the stuff, the health things we had with Rob. We diagnosed him.
And you.
Yeah, me, but mainly we diagnosed Rob live with a completely credible and definitely doctoral
You guys both
diagnosis.
are doctors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I'm rebranding the Dr. Fruit. Yeah,
Oh,
we
my
told him about
dad's
that.
Excited.
We talk about Blue's Butterfinger Goblin story.
It's a goblin around, dude.
League of Legends anime coming up. We saw, as well as Invincibles. This new
Invincible.
Can we even call it a cartoon? What would you, just
Invincible.
animated series or Invincible?
It's action
It's animated.
cartoon.
Yeah.
An animated series.
It's an adult animated show. I don't know.
You could call it that.
But see, then I say adult, and then it just seems
It's a mature animated series.
you can watch it with your parents. If they're okay, that's all right. It's not.
You're making it weird. Just go to the next one.
Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4. Talk about that because there's a trailer that came out. Destiny 2, of course. We're the Destiny podcast, man. Yeah, let's get it. Talk about the new season. Advanced GG, you know we love it. Rob has a secret hack called the Rob Fall, and it's something else.
The Rob Scoop,
and the Robs, both of them.
Yeah, we learned a lot today.
Kind of terrifying. So new games coming out soon. Hood Outlaws, Blood of Heroes, V Rising, some more thoughts on Returnal, and much more, as well as some Q&A, and some random just starts walking during our podcast. Strange. So that's this episode. That and much more coming to your ear holes in a matter of seconds. And we did it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 83. Brought to you by the sponsors you hear from today.
Yeah, these are the sponsors you're actually going to hear, but not Dr. Sequatch. You know, they haven't reached back out
Dr. Sequatch.
Yeah, for some reason we haven't heard back. We're eagerly waiting though.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times people just come in my chat and just say Dr. Sequatch, and then I'll never see them chat anything else. They're just
you like look through their chat history, nothing, just Dr. Sequatch.
Yeah, that's it. Just every other day. Now, I don't know if I'd rather be remembered for Hawkmoon or Dr. Sequatch. I think I missed the Hawkmoon thing. No, I think I missed the Hawkmoon thing.
No, you don't miss it.
I do.
I remember about a year ago. Actually, not even. I remember a couple months ago when it came back, and you were like, "I get it, guys. It's
but this is like bad. Like
but like as soon as someone brings Hawkmoon back, I feel like Hawkmoon did too. But look, the point is, okay, as soon as Hawkmoon memes come back, like you're gonna get tired of it. At least Sequatch is fresh.
The Hawkmoon's like bad though, right? That's why people don't really talk about it. Thankfully,
it's not terrible.
It's alright. It feels nice though.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same. I mean, rightfully so, the same factor it had in D1, where it's like I just one shot a dude in PvP.
A good feeling.
A stupid feeling, yeah. But like when it happens, like, oh my god,
last shot that was sick too.
I had my final shot.
Oh god.
Every trials match, guys. I got my final shot.
The best one too is when you had one in the bullet and then one in the mag, so you had like 2 free shots.
So dumb.
That was the best.
But yeah, this podcast is brought to you by the people you hear from today, as well as our favorite drink, which actually isn't sponsoring this episode, but we just love to drink it. Yeah,
I'm drinking one right now.
I love it, Chris.
Not. What?
No, it's because of the comic I call you Chris.
No, yeah, that's what.
So whenever we talk about Advanced GG, I always call him Chris.
You could definitely pass as a Chris.
God.
For
those that don't know, well, first off, Advanced GG, we're all partnered with them. We love them.
Yeah, we love them.
There's even a Dream Team flavor, but they're doing like comics of us. So far, I've gotten like
comics. I don't have it anymore.
I've gotten my issue's gone out. Rob's just came out, and in that entire comic book, they have him calling me Chris.
And like in the like when we were writing it in the rough draft too, I was like, hey, like I don't call him Chris. So it was like the only thing that kind of slipped through the things.
Yeah, and the thing is, no one has ever called me Chris, and the last person to do it would be Rob. And I even got it, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you're like taking feedback anymore, but like, but I was like,
one of those kind of feedbacks.
Yeah, I was like, no one's ever called me Chris in my life, and they're like, yeah, Rob said the same thing.
Can't spell Christian without Chris.
But it was funny.
I think I've said it before. I always remember that because like, I think I came home one day, and it was like early elementary school. I was like, yeah, like my teacher calls me Chris or something. And she had a word with the teacher the next day. And the way she always explained it to me was like, if we wanted people to call you Chris, we would have named you Chris. Your name is Christian, and that's your name. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no one's ever called me Chris. So I was like, that's just weird, you know?
Yeah.
I'd rather you call me
comic book. He walks into like a comic book and goes, or he walks into like a coffee shop and he goes, there's Chris. It's like the first line in it too, so it's really funny.
Yeah, so it's an immediate like.
Oh, now I'm calling you Chris in that comic book forever. Now it's just a meme.
It's now we can't
now
stop
it's
it.
that. Now when you read it, chat in the comic book, you'll be like, now you'll know.
Yeah, totally on purpose. But I believe Blue had some specific question pertaining to Advanced GG, didn't you?
Yeah. We're doing the Patreon question. We're doing a single Patreon question at the start here
from BlueWestlo.
And I've noticed myself gravitating toward a flavor lately. And I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna start my day. Get a serving of Advanced GG, throw it in my crack cocaine machine, mix it up. And
I've heard those go really well together.
Yeah, they go great. So I was just wondering, because lately I've been fiending on Astacross's juice. I have Astacross's juice inside of me every day.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
I haven't either.
It's the Nasty Mystery, and I fucked so heavy with it. I was like, they spoiled me because I know what it is, but like I was like, I don't think I would have been able to figure this out. But like I'm
I don't know
this every day.
Okay, well,
I like to know what I'm getting. You know, I saw mystery and I said, I'm okay. Like,
don't tell me what it is, but when you first did it without knowing, if you had to guess at that point?
So my first guess was like some type of melon. Like
coming after
my talking like the melon, the round melon, or the watermelon?
Just some type of melon, a little bit of a watermelon.
Coming after my brandy
ish kind of. I thought at first I was like maybe like a candy, like watermelonish flavor. I can't spoil you what it is, but like that was my first guess, and I was like, damn, this shit kind of slappies.
I'll have to give it a go because I haven't had it, but I guess I've always been. I think I'm kind of the same with Rob. It's like every time I get a mystery flavor, it's something just it's like they had to make it mystery because what the fudge else would they call it? It's like an evil concoction, but if it's like kind of sweet fruity, well then bro, I'm there.
It's definitely sweet. It's definitely fruity. It's one of my favorite flavors, and I was very surprised by how good it was.
So I'll show you, Blue, what I do and the method I do. This is very important. This is like a almost like a martini kind of thing for me.
Yeah, you'll have to also talk us through it while you walk us through it. I will. For the audio listeners.
You get your Advanced GG shaker.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the pink one. Very fun.
Not the Mr. Fruit one. That's fine.
That's okay. I don't have it. They didn't send it, so don't get mad at me.
Understandable.
So I take the Dream Team Energy.
Okay.
Don't call me biased. So
it is a hot flavor.
It is.
It's good. It's good. So
top, still my top 2.
So as you can see, a good amount is pretty gone from it. So what I do is I take a Rob scoop. Now a Rob scoop is a very weird kind of unit of measurement. Most people say teaspoon, teacup, whatever. I say Rob scoop. So what a Rob scoop is you kind of so normally you get kind of an access like that. That's what you want. Like that's a Rob scoop.
Oh my god.
That's what you want.
You are taking well over the recommended per serving.
So you put that in there. And then you take
a mountain scoop.
Electric Frostberry. This is, I believe, Frostbolt's flavor.
When are we getting that back in stock, by the way?
This shit is fire. Good. This shit is fire.
So what I do with
it, now this is what I call a Rob Fall. Now you put a Rob Fall of Electric Frostberry in here. Now what a Rob Fall looks like,
this is too much,
is you open this, no scooper to be found, and you say, that's all right. We adapt. We just go like this.
Oh my God.
You kind of just give it a
cheese. No, Rob, stop. Like that. Oh my God.
And there you go. And then you put some water on that to the tippy top. You can put some ice in there if you like the Mr. Fruit way, but put water to the tippy top, as top as you can get.
Rob has almost like effectively, like per day, like per shaker, like has 3 times the powder in his drink than I usually put in mine.
No wonder you have so much energy.
So,
I should be waterfalling.
I'm telling you, boys, it's fire. It's
okay,
good.
I won't lie. You know what? For my workout today, I will do your concoction. I can't guarantee I'm going to do as much.
Put some ice.
But I will. I'll do a mixture. Scoop. I'll do like 3/4 Dream Team Punch, a quarter of the.
Okay. All right.
It's dank, bro. It's so good. I love it.
But so that's approximately what would you say? 2 teacups?
I have no idea. The only kind of measurement I follow are Rob scoops.
Yeah, I like how you're like units of measurement, teaspoons, teacups.
See,
it's the same thing.
See, I will kind of do like a Rob scoop per shaker, which is already like technically. So that's like what, like because their recommendation is like 1 scoop per half bottle of water, right?
Yeah, it's 1 scoop per 8 ounces of water.
Yeah, so
it doesn't account for my scoops though.
It doesn't account for Rob scoops. So I'll do roughly like 3/4 of that serving in a shaker instead, because I don't like a little powdery at the end, right? And also the flavor is really strong. Advanced GG has some crazy flavor scientist thing going. It's a little too strong sometimes for me. It's a lot. Dude, the Rob scoops.
And then just a little fall, and then just a little fall to top it off. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just do 1 Rob scoop. Don't do 2 Rob scoops. Don't do 2 Rob. Don't try 2 Rob scoops at home. Yeah, 1 Rob scoop might be enough.
That's just like, at that point, that's just too much. That's too much powder for the shaker. Like, there's not enough water, and that's why I'm saying you gotta fill it to the tippy top. Because if you fill it to just kind of where the brim is, or like where the little kind of
whatever that,
the rotor blades, where the rotor blades are kind of
sure.
So if you kind of stop where the rotor blades are, you got to go above the rotors, and then go to town. Like Christian, I used to just kind of go like this, like just gonna. And then Christian was like, "That's all you do." And Christian, when he got,
I'm over there like, "Gah!"
I'll go in for like a solid like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, you gotta get that mixed up.
Yeah, nowadays, like,
because I was like, I'm looking like, see all that stuff on the bottom, bro? Come on, man. Get that in there.
So what do you make?
Yeah, what's your go-to, Mr. Fruit?
Unlike most of my other food things, I don't have any crazy. I've never even mixed one. This will be my first day of mixing flavors.
Well, but I mean, like, what's your, well, not what's your crazy Rob scoop routine, but like, you know, what gets you through your day most days, and you're just like, I gotta have this advanced UG flavor. Use code fruit.
Well, as you know, it's my pre-workout. Take it every day before my workout, and you know, it changes sometimes. You know what I'm feeling, but no meme, and it's not just. I mean, it makes sense. The one I use the most is my flavor. People are like solo, or like, yeah, of course it is, but doesn't it make sense? What doesn't it make sense? They're like, hey, what flavor do you want? And I told them my favorite flavor. So wouldn't it make sense that like,
yeah, exactly,
my favorite,
favorite,
right? So I mainly use cherry limeade, but sometimes I'll mix it up with some Imtash mango splash.
Ooh.
It's a nice opposite. Or if I like something a little more tamer, I'll use cactus kiwi. That electric blue frost, whatever. I don't remember the full name. That's nice.
Electric frostberry.
Yeah, frostberry. And then I feel like too many people are sleeping on it. The strawberry lemonade.
I just got that one.
Okay, so I have a confession to make. My favorite flavor is strawberry lemonade. I'm sorry, Dream Team Punch.
It's a banger.
Number one is that strawberry lemonade. Number 2 is the Dream Team Punch, and right now number 3 is that As to Cross Mystery, dude. I fiend on that.
I would add Dream Team Punch, but at that point, people will be like, okay, now you're just selling out.
All right, guys. Okay.
Dream Team Punch and Frostberry had a baby. That's my favorite flavor.
That's Rob Fall. That should be your flavor.
Now I will tell you, Mr. Fruit, you are popular with the boomers. Because I got my dad in Advanced GG. He used to drink a ton of Monster before work, and I was like, Dad, you got to try Advanced GG instead. And his favorite flavor is the cherry limeade flavor. I got him. I've bought him like 3-4 tubs at this point. He loves that.
Nice.
Dad, unlike Monster, get Advanced GG. All the flavor without the crash.
None of the organ ripping ingredients.
And he's like, "Is this the dude that you do videos with?"
Yeah.
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 I'll drink it.
So anyway, what better way to start an episode with some selling out? So let's finish the selling out by saying, hey, feel free to support us on our Patreon. GG over easy. If you haven't already, we have some stands there. As you know, we always pull Q&A at the end of the podcast with it. And you could watch us live. This is the only episode we've ever streamed live currently on Twitch. But normally, and every week, we stream it live on the Discord, GG over easy.
This is your free trial period.
Yeah, this is like your free trial.
So if you enjoy this, or you're like, wow, this is just as bad as I thought it would be, let's go.
The other things will be picked up too. Blake and I are we just planned our first movie week where him and I are discussing our favorite movies.
Oh, that's fun.
One of the tiers. Yeah, we're bringing our top 3 movies, and then out of those top 3, we're picking one. And I think La La Land is like his favorite movie. And I hate musicals. Use da-da-da-ding. I don't know if that's like is that like a La La Land song? Or you just da-da-da-ding?
Yeah, it's when they're at the highway at the very beginning. And they all start dancing.
So unfair. That movie's just so unfair.
I'm not a big musical guy. Like, unless it's Grease. Grease is the only musical that's
here's the thing.
It's not bad.
Okay. Here's the thing. I can guarantee you most people didn't go see La La Land. It's like, oh, I love musical. They went because Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are unfairly such a ridiculously good-looking lead couple. It's not fair. So you're just like, of course I'm going to go watch them. They're just electric together.
Yeah. But
God, they're so hot. It's not fair. We're gonna start
picking up those Patreon things up here soon. It's gonna be sweet.
Well, I love.
Like, how do you get that hot?
Okay, but all right. Ryan Gosling already knows. All right, he doesn't need you to tell. Yeah, trust me. I simp over him.
I like Ryan Gosling in The Notebook the most, though. That's my favorite Gosling.
My only problem with Ryan is that he's not in more movies.
Like when he's when he's paddling and you see him with the beard and he sees Allie for the first time. Damn.
Every time.
That's a good movie.
I mean, I will give it to Ryan. I think I remember him talking about a couple years ago, like why he isn't like he's slowing down his movie work, and I think he was saying like because he doesn't want to like oversaturate or like be everywhere, and he didn't want to because he was like picking up, and he's like, which is
that's the play though, because like when new stuff comes out, you're like, oh, it's that new Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, what's his last movie? The one with what's his face? Oh, the one with the dude who.
Dude, I love
it.
That one movie. Oh yeah.
No, we talked about it last week. The guy we get confused.
Oh, with Russell Crowe? No,
yeah.
I don't think that was like Russell, 2016. I think. I don't know.
Okay, which Russell we talking about though?
Oh, not again. Ryan Gosling movies. His most recent one was. Okay, can I get chronological order here, please?
IMDb.
Yeah, I don't know what IMDb isn't even showing up on the list.
What does IMDb stand for, real quick? Well, he searches
International Movie Database.
Movie-based data.
Based, nice.
Based data. It says here. Well, his last movie was First Man. Where is Neil Armstrong?
That? Oh, that's the astronaut movie. I didn't see that. I heard kind of a little up and down on that movie.
And then apparently filming is The Gray Man. In pre-production is Wolfman. Apparently he's all about the man things.
Oh.
Pre-production.
How many names can he be?
the actor, and announced Project Hail Mary. I have no idea what any of those are. How old is he now?
Handsome,
42.
that's how old he is. He's 42?
He's 42?
That gives me hope, yo.
Or 41. Sorry, 41. He was born in 1980.
How is he?
Well, in that
looks,
case.
Well, yeah, he should look like that at 40.
You know how people are like, I'm wasting my hot years, and it's like, if Ryan Gosling's hot years never ended, dude. Like,
yeah, it's like
Yo,
he can forever capitalize on that. What the fuck?
I saw Peloton is like recalling some treadmills, and people are tagging us. We didn't buy the treadmill, everybody.
Yeah, no,
right? Like just
I don't participate in Peloton, so
Blue made a Peloton joke, and that's
now everyone's
Blue's
like,
now part of the Peloton wave.
Blue.
The only Peloton I do is in Final Fantasy Peloton.
Free Through Heaven Sword, the hit expansion.
Yeah,
where
speaking
you can
of
play.
Final Fantasy, you have a short, brief kind of Final Fantasy story, right? That's actually kind of real world applying too.
So I don't go out to the real world often. Okay, I really don't.
Same, yeah.
But Final Fantasy announced this promo,
and that's what got you out.
And it was like, if you go buy $5 worth of Butterfingers and show us your receipt, you can get a cool chocolate mount. But see, I don't want the mount because it looks chocolate. I want the mount because it looks like a giant piece of poop. And I was like, I can have a poop mount. That's so sick. So I go out. I was like, I fucking love Butterfinger. I have so many Butterfingers in my fridge now. I have to try and like slowly go through them. Because I don't want people like, I don't want my household
right now.
I'm snacking on one because I haven't eaten since like 4 hours ago.
You're like,
and I was like, I might as well snack on a little bit. But I don't want to look weird because like I legit have like so many Butterfingers in my fridge now. So anyways, I never go out. Yesterday I went to go get my vaccine, temporarily fix my sleep schedule for it.
Nice.
Got shot, got my 10G chip.
You didn't get sick or like feel anything from your second one?
Oh, no, I did.
Okay.
Well, this was after the Butterfinger adventure. So I go on a Butterfinger adventure because like on the way home, like, you know what? I'll stop by a couple places. I'll pick up some food, and I'll stop by the gas station and get my Butterfinger. Gotta have my Butterfinger. Mm-hmm. There is a Butterfinger Goblin in my area. Whoever lives in my area of San Antonio, fuck you, okay? Because I had to go to 3 corner stores before I found Butterfinger.
But you need to meet this guy. He loves Final Fantasy just as much as
oh my
you.
God,
I don't know who. Maybe I don't think Final Fantasy is that popular in my area, okay? And I was like, so I find out eventually, right? So I go to 2 stores. There's no Butterfinger, and I'm like, what? And I asked the guy, are there any Butterfingers in the bag? And of course, like at a corner store, people are like, the guys are just gonna be like, oh no, dude, like. And I was like, I don't know why I don't even know why I asked, like, because I'm just being I'm being a Karen now. I was like, hey, can you give me some Butterfinger in the back? Yeah, I was like, I'm being a Karen. I'm just gonna go.
I'm with you, dude. Avoid that at all costs.
I was like, I'm just gonna get my cherry Dr. Pepper and leave. So I get my cherry Dr. Pepper and I leave. Go to the next corner store. There's no Butterfingers. Like what? Like 2 minutes down the road, I'm like, who the?
So just another cherry Dr. Pepper not look sus, and I'm out.
And then you look around to your right, and you see a guy with a Butterfinger get in a car, and
so I'm just
like a chocobo right off.
So I'm just like,
he's like, I see you.
So at this point, I'm just like, there's no way this promotion is that popular. There's a Butterfinger Goblin in my area. So naturally, I have social anxiety. I don't want to look like I went in there to rob anyone. So I get like, they're having a hand sanitizer sale. I'm just like, oh, okay, I need some hand sanitizer. So I go buy some hand sanitizer.
You're hilarious, dude.
So, Paul, all right, sick. I go to the 3rd store. Oh, finally. There's only 3 Butterfinger on the shelf.
That's not $5.
No, it is because it's big. It's the king size bar. So we're chilling. So I'm just sitting here like, I had to go to 3 different corner stores to find only 3 Butterfingers left on the shelf. So I go up to this dude and I'm just like, all right, can I get the receipt for these, please? And he was just like, yeah. He's like, why are so many people buying these? And I was like, in my head, I was like,
Butterfingers.
In my head, I was like, there's a Final Fantasy 14 free trial through Heaven Sword right now. You can play free of Heaven Sword. And I was like, oh, it's just like this promotion thing for a game. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, here it is. This is where I find out who the fuck did it. He was like, yeah, a guy just came in a couple hours ago, and he bought like $20 of these, and I was like, "You son of a bitch! I just missed him. I just missed the Butterfinger Goblin. Whoever is in my area, I had to go to 3 corner stores.
Yo, he probably
You made me buy a cherry Dr. Pepper and 2 things of hand sanitizer just to compete with you."
I thought that was going to be your story, Blue. I thought the story was going to be, so I just went around to different stores buying things. So now I just have a weird assortment of like different stations.
It's the 7th grocery store or gas station. I've got 20 Dr. Peppers. I've got 7 hand sanitizers.
I was on my, if they didn't have a Butterfinger there, I would have bought something else.
I like
you already eyeing what you're going to buy as a backup.
He left you some scraps. He's like, I know someone out. He's like, I'm gonna leave these 3 for somebody.
I don't need
leave these scraps.
It literally was just enough for me to enough for me to buy like a $5.
So you have to like take a picture of the receipt, and then like how does that work? And then you send like an email to them or something?
Yeah, so you take a picture of your receipt, you through the website, all they require is like you have the time and date, you have the store you bought it from, and that your subtotal is above $5. So you snap it, send the receipt through their website, and they'll be like, "Okay, we'll get back to you and get you your amount."
That's cool.
So now the cherry Dr. Pepper was great. I didn't expect to buy it. So now I have like these 2 very large pure cold moisturizing hand sanitizers I didn't need.
That's so you could just like re-gift them or something. You know,
I started planning what I was gonna buy if there wasn't Butterfingers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I don't have any Cool Ranch Doritos. Like, I haven't had those in a while. Like, maybe I'll buy a bag of that.
That's not a bad backup.
It's not a good backup. Good backup.
That's funny.
Anyways, whoever the Butterfinger Goblin is,
I mean, it's technically your fault, Blue. You made Final Fantasy 14 what it is today. Yeah. You have singly boosted the numbers of the player base.
Millions.
Tenfold, some say.
Yeah.
Some say I am Final Fantasy now.
Yeah. What's his Final Fantasy character's name, Christian?
Oh, Jumbo Toblerone, I believe.
Oh yeah. Oh great. I streamed it once, and now everyone in PF is like, "Oh, hi, Blue," and I was like, "Bro, that's bro, that's my split personality. Why are you dead naming me?
I'm Giant Toblerone."
And like, oh shit, sorry, Jumbo.
Yeah, who? Like I'm Jumbo. Nunny?
Hey, Jumbo, good bro too. You're like, thanks.
Good
hey, Blue, can you go over there? You're like, who?
Sorry?
Oh, Jumbo? That's me.
That
don't dead name me.
That just reminds me that when Destiny 2 did that Pop-Tart promotion. And I had 100 Pop-Tarts. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these things? And
they sent you Pop-Tarts?
No, you had to go out and buy them.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I was the Pop-Tart Goblin.
What was the promotion for it?
Oh, that's right.
That was like when Destiny 2 released, and it was like XP boosters or something. So I was like, it's actually something useful. Like, if it was just like, oh, like a sparrow. But I was like, I got to be ahead of them, bruh. So I bought way too many Pop-Tarts.
Like Mountain Dew cans for COD or something like that.
Yeah, I did. What was COD doing with that? Maybe
Halo had like a Mountain Dew one. Remember, Halo had like its own flavor.
Well, I want to say Call of Duty because that was like Black Ops, whatever. I forget they were like monsters or something. I forget what they were.
Like
I remember
XP.
I remember I just bought them and I never drank them because I didn't drink them. I think I just kept giving them to my personal trainer because I think like Monster Energy. I said I just need the Black Ops code, and I just give them the Monster Energy. But yeah, those promotions. There is some upcoming or already promotion for Halo Infinite. I think that was already like get double XP or something. I was like, bro, the game's not. It's like in a year out. What's going on here?
Well, I guess we could talk about that too. The Halo Infinite news. I don't think we talked about it.
Oh yeah,
real quick.
Oh, pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Support for GG Easy is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code GG at manscaped.com.
For Halo Infinite news.
Final Fantasy 4.
Just to convince you guys to hit that Patreon sub button. Patreon sub is getting an exclusive Boomy Cam picture right now. That's right.
Oh.
So you guys on stream, sorry.
Up to date.
But you missed out.
But you could.
Boom, there's the Boomy cam.
And it's just the Twitch Prime. It literally costs as much as the Twitch Prime sub to get access to the Patreon Discord.
So you guys in chat, you're missing out. Hate to see it.
That's rough.
I like rough life. Boomy picks. But yeah, Halo Infinite looks fucking dope.
Yeah, and they confirmed crossplay with PC and Xbox, which is pug. And quite frankly, I'm sure there'll always be like, that's not fair, bruh. I think you'll still you'll be at a better advantage, I think.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe because none of the Halos before have been optimized for PC. So like maybe from the ground up it'll feel a little bit better as a PC shooter, but I mean it's like through and through console.
I saw some things about stretch, but I didn't like look into it. Like if you try and play
stretch and they
and stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll support the 21:9 resolution or whatever. Which if you play ultra wide, which I don't think.
But it doesn't give you like an advantage because everybody sees the same or something. Like I felt.
Oh, I don't know how that works. Yeah, for multiplayer it might be different. It's probably for like campaign and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's multiplayer, I'm sure people are like Ree. But Halo Infinite, it appears to be coming out this year, so that's fun. This fall, finally.
Hopefully no delays.
But between free multiplayer, crossplay, it's already looking good.
Are we gonna live the glory days?
And then I'm still saying, hopefully they have a battle royale. And I don't say that as like I'm not saying I think Halo needs a battle royale, but I'm saying in the current landscape of gaming, a battle royale will help. Yeah,
it would just bring so many new people in,
especially as far as like if they want to, because Halo's always had a weird Halo's never been big really content creation. Never. So if they finally get a base for like live streamers and YouTubers, especially like the battle royale, that always helps with popularity.
Get some big streamers. Things like custom games too. Like if they bring back like Forge the way it was.
Oh, I'm sure. If they don't,
I'm sure it's gonna be even better. Like, I'm just saying it's like it should be back and it's gonna be even better than like the first Forge, which was great. But
I'm definitely looking forward to it. There's still not a whole bunch of updates, like concrete, like gameplay or anything aside from that, but it's looking like this year of delay should hopefully work out for the better for them. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll staying positive. They have some time to course correct if they needed to, and we'll see what all comes from that. But speaking of first party exclusives, although granted it's also gonna be on PC, Returnal, I briefly mentioned it last week.
Oh yeah,
I have in quotations beat it. So there's only 2 acts. Apparently, I lied. You could say there's a third act, but that was weird. I said third, and I was going to do the quotations.
Oh, but
I was like,
yeah, you're an alien.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. Anyway, there's like a third act, I guess, for a secret ending. But in order to do the secret ending, you have to replay through Act 1 and 2 and find these specific items. And then once you do that, beat the game again and you get the secret ending. I haven't done that yet, but I beat Act 1 and 2. Kind of a gamer. It only took me 4 runs.
So powerful.
To beat the whole, both the things. Feel pretty good about myself.
Good for you.
Absolute banger, though. I really enjoyed it. For the average person too, you'll get a lot more time out of it. Plays really well. Overall, I was really happy with it. The story was interesting because, well, for me, it's like one of those things where it's like kind of vague and supposed to be kind of like mind bendy, and that's my thing, especially like movies. So I really enjoyed that and seeing. That's why I want to get the secret ending too, because apparently that unfolds even more.
I just see like tentacle monster. Like that, like, is that what it like?
Worst part of the game though,
alien world or something.
Yeah, worst part of the game though is in Act 1 or in Act 2 as well. I think. In the first world, you find your house in the middle of the runs, and you have to go in, and you don't have to technically, but to progress and like find out more about the story, you have to go in. But then it goes like first person, and you get PT vibes, and it's spooky. Easily my least favorite part about the game.
Oh, what?
I liked learning about the story, but having to go through that part was like the first time you go in there, it's super dark. First person, you hear like a little kid like like running above you and everything. I'm like, I hate this. I want to go home. And
oh
no, watch the
no,
VOD of you playing that.
Like the first
Poor
time, I
Mr.
mean, I
Fruit.
streamed it, so you should have seen me. I was like, I didn't sign up for this, man. I signed up to shoot aliens, which we'll see more of that soon. Now that I have the thing to play PT.
So when you say like Act 1 and Act 2, and you say it's like is it kind of like Slay the Spires? So you with Act 1, you go through something, you go through a way of finishing through this level. You play a final boss, you beat final boss, and then you start a second act at a new place, fight new things.
Except imagine, so Act 1, technically the way it goes is you have first, they're all in the same world, so first biome, let's say, final boss of the biome. You beat that, you go into the second biome, second final boss. You beat that, you go into the third biome, the final boss of Act 1. You beat that, you go back, I won't spoil stories, into a new run, but now it's a new biome, new final boss, new biome, new final boss, new biome, new final Act 2 boss. Yeah. That was like the grand finale one.
And then there's a secret ending that you don't know how to get.
I know how to get it. I just don't know what it is.
How do you get it? Do you have to do like certain steps or something? Or
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you beat Act 1 and then Act 2, you can then replay through them and everything, get progression. The problem too with my experience of being such a gamer is because I only did so many runs, I only went through the house so many times. And the house is important because it reveals parts of this story. Every time you go back through, like of past or future and stuff. I hate the house. But you learn more about the story. And so like the idea is you've almost exhausted all of these encounters before you actually beat the game, so it makes more sense. And so I only ever saw like 4 of the 20, maybe 25. I don't know how many like times you could have gone in and experienced something. So I missed out on that, but you have to exhaust all that. And then exhaust all of the Act 2 house encounters. And once you do all that, you go through Act 1 and Act 2, and in each biome, there is like a special like trophy or whatever you need to find. Collect all 6, beat the game again, and then secret final ending.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It seems cool. Everybody, like I know Shark's been playing it a ton. I see Dork has been playing it a little bit. Ab, I think, was a gamer as well and had like a really fast run like you did.
Well, so my problem was, his was good too. His was fast, but my problem was, like with any game I do like that, I explore everything. So there's like main paths and then obviously side rooms and stuff. So if you want to, you can spawn in and beeline, because like on the map it'll tell you like if it's a square door, going through that is a direct way for the main story or like your main quest. If it's a triangle, it means it's a side. So naturally, I enter a room, I see 2 triangles and a square. I'm going through the triangles first. Then I'll go through the square. So I went through every single room and every single run. So mine were just elongated. And it seems like the game also scales enemies based off of how long your run is going. So it just elongates mine, but I like playing it like that. But if you beeline it, you could definitely do it quicker. It's just I enjoyed going and doing all the different things. But yeah, I love roguelites and roguelikes. So that was really fun. Next game up on the docket coming out is actually tomorrow, Friday the 7th, Hood and Outlaws. I'm excited for that.
What is that?
I briefly mentioned that. It's like set in like medieval Robin Hood times.
Oh, that's right.
Where it's like the 4v4, almost like heist Assassin's Creed kind of multiplayer game. Looks really fun. Excited to play that tomorrow.
But isn't Biomutant coming out soon?
May 30th. I think I might have messed up and said April 30th, but I think it's May, either May 23rd or May. It's at the end of May. That's Biomutant. That looks cool. I'm excited for that. Also, 2 new games I found out about this week. One was announced yesterday, I believe, called V Rising, which somebody actually tagged me on Twitter about it, which is why I figured out about it. And the reason I paid attention was because they're like, hey, I know you like Battle Right. This is the next game from those developers. Like Battle Right Royale or whatever. It's like, okay. And V Rising, so there's only a cinematic and only have a couple screenshots on their website. But it is a open world PvP vampire game where you can build your castle, upgrade it, and then you pretty much go around pillaging and raiding like humans.
What is Battle Right again? Let me look it up.
Yeah, you might just look it up. It'll be easier that way. But yeah, you can like build your settlements as you, like your castle as the vampire, and then essentially just.
Oh, that was like the Battle Royale MOBA thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then before that, Battle Right itself, which was just like an arena game with the same mechanics. But it'll be it sounds really cool, and it looks kind of top down, just like their other games, as I assumed. So it'll be interesting to see, because apparently you can play online like co-op or play online PvP. It just sounds really interesting. I'm interested to see how they deliver on it, like their last game. And it just reminds me of the Castlevania Netflix show, which I really liked. So
I haven't watched that.
You should. There's apparently just a new season came out, which I found out about yesterday, so I have to watch that.
I did see the Demon Slayer movie. It was very sweet. Very dope.
So pog.
Yeah. I would talk spoilers, but we are on Twitch stream, so
right.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Normally for the stands, I'd be like, you guys, if you just don't want to, but
yeah. But this one's
like, a little different. Yeah.
It's really good.
Have you seen it, Blue? You saw it, right?
Saw what?
Demon Slayer movie?
I've not seen it.
Oh,
what the?
No.
But you don't really like
not
Demon
as big
Slayer,
into Demon Slayer as you guys are, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah. Fine. It's fine. We can still be friends, I guess. Whatever.
I mean, I'm not that into it or anything.
Like
that. I'm not that into it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Throwing my arm up, just can.
The other game this week I learned about is called Blood of Heroes. It's a multiplayer PvP melee based game, which apparently is supposed to play kind of like Dark Souls. But it almost looks like kind of For Honor, but more gothic, dark vibe. And it looks super dope. And there was a beta this Tuesday. I was like, oh, sick. Can't wait to get in. But there's an NDA. So whatever. I don't care anymore. Yeah, rip. So I'll have to wait until more comes out about it. But you know me. A good melee PvP game. Yes, please. And
you know
it was really fun.
I'm actually going to start watching I know, like the Twitch watch parties. You know what that is? So like you can watch like Amazon shows with.
I watched that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire thing with you.
Oh, you did? What'd you think?
That was oddly, I was like, this is stupid. And I sat there for an hour or whatever. I was like, this isn't interesting. What happens next?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have made that thing like 5 minutes. Good Lord.
Yeah, for sure. No.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start watching this series with my Twitch chat called Invincible. It's like this
Whoa,
I watched 2 episodes yesterday.
What'd you think? I've heard it's great. I've
already watched the whole season.
What'd you think,
really?
Blue?
Dude, Invincible, I gotta say, probably the best animated show the past 2 years for me. Like that.
Wow.
That's big.
High praise.
Love that show. Holy, and this like normally with shows that have comics, like I'll just like fiend through the comic after I watch the show. I was like, damn, I need more. But like this one, I'm just like, I'm not reading anything. I am going to wait for the animated series to go through before I read anything. I'm not. Wow. No spoilers for me.
So for those that don't know, Invincible is on Amazon Prime. It's about a 17-year-old Mark Grayson is just like your every guy his age, except his father is Omni-Man, the most powerful superhero on the planet. As Mark develops the powers of his own, he discovers his father's legacy is not as heroic as it seems. Invincible is played by Steven Yeun. Some may know him as Glenn from Walking Dead. And J.K. Simmons. Some may know him as Tempo Guy.
Not my tempo.
But it's like rated, it's like 18 plus, right? Like it's kind of.
It's very gory. I love that show.
Well, I hadn't even heard about it until my Twitch chat. And they kept talking about it. And I was like, what the fudge is this thing? And they're like, imagine Bad Boys, but animated. And I was like, Oh, okay, interesting. Because I really like Bad Boys. So
when you say Bad Boys, you're talking like, are you talking like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence Bad Boys? Or are you talking?
Or no, yeah. Wait, what?
When I hear Bad Boys,
the superheroes,
the
boys, yeah, not Bad Boys.
Oh,
no,
I was
boys,
like, Bad Boys. What is he talking about?
Whatever.
I love. Will
It's all
Smith,
about
Martin
boys,
Lawrence.
whether they're bad or they're just the boys. The Amazon show about the superheroes.
Yeah.
And now Amazon has 2 shows like that, just one animated. So I was like, oh, okay, I really like that. That sounds like an interesting premise. But that's all I knew. I didn't even read that description. I didn't want to know anything about it. So Claire and I watched it last night after we finished Shadow and Bone. And the first episode, I was like,
yep.
Well, I was kind of watching. I was like, this just kind of seems kind of average. Like, I don't really.
Yep.
But I was like, they said it's like The Boys. So at every moment, I was like, where's the twist? I'm waiting for the twist. Oh, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was going to go to bed, and then I was like, nope, gotta watch the next episode.
One more.
Wow, that's how you know it's good.
So I watched the second episode, so now I'm looking forward to finishing it. But yeah, it definitely gets real interesting real fast. But at first, like, if somebody hadn't told me about it, though, and for an animated series, each episode's like 43 minutes. It's pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody had told me about it, or if I hadn't, like, I might have honestly just gotten 20 minutes in and been like, I don't know what this is. Like, this is kind of and I might have clicked away from it. I'm glad it didn't. So, because like Claire was
awesome
at first
show.
like, this is just kind of like blah 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 and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, but I was like, wait, hold, and then we went to the moon. And
what was Claire's reaction? Because she didn't know, right?
Oh, she was just like, why is it so bloody? She hates guts and gore.
That is the most Claire response I've ever heard.
Yeah, and there is plenty of that. It's definitely 18 plus. And and then it's just so funny the absolute 180 it takes second episode. That's what Claire says. So like, wow, they didn't take much time to just kind of whoop. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm gonna start watching it. I've heard it's really good.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do like watch parties with it. It's gonna be fun.
Highly recommend that show.
You could actually do that on Twitch though?
Yeah, you could watch it with your chat if you wanted to.
Wish I'd known that. I have to watch it with Claire now though. I don't have a choice. She'll get really mad at me. So yeah, Invincible's.
Sorry guys, I have to watch shows with my favorite person in the world.
I had that written down, so we got to it, Pong. Look at us. I'm trying to make sure to remember to keep everything written down, so when I write today's description, I'm actually going to remember what the fudge we talked about, yeah.
Oh, look at you go.
Because God knows I'm terrible at that. Which, I think part of that, I don't know if I talked about it, I'm seeing my psychiatrist again soon. He's pretty sure I have undiagnosed ADHD.
Question.
Yes.
Difference between a psychiatrist and a therapist.
Psychiatrist is somebody that can administer drugs and like give prescriptions.
That's how I got my antidepressants. We out here.
Therapist cannot.
Okay.
Yep.
A therapist is like.
So they're a psychiatrist. Or
yeah.
No, wait. I just mixed myself up. Psychologist, right? Yeah. And a psychiatrist is the one that actually has the ability to
think about it like this. A therapist helps you sort through your social issues, right? But a psychiatrist helps you sort through your brain issues.
Interesting.
They're like, here, take this. That's not all they do, but yeah, that's the difference. Is they had to go through different schooling or whatever to get that degree. What? I mean, Claire disagrees. Wait, so then explain it. She would know. She went for psychology, so.
Oh, so okay. We have an expert. We have an expert in the field.
What? Yeah.
Christian's translating here.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
We're learning here. We had like a.
Oh,
okay. I have an expert. Okay.
So I should. So she's saying if they're a doctor of psychologist, though, they could still prescribe. It's just that if you're a psychologist, you specialize in the therapy side, and if you're a psychiatrist, you specialize in the drug side or the medicine side.
Nonetheless,
makes sense.
Nonetheless, both are
I know a guy
closely tied together in helping you get better.
We watch shows sometimes together.
Yeah. If you didn't know that. So yeah, we should just have her for every episode so she can correct all
so
of our
if there's
dumb
anything
mistakes.
on Amazon you ever start watching and you're like, I want to watch this with someone else, and like if Claire doesn't like it, you can watch it on watch parties.
You know what I'm
Twitch.
gonna do? I might do Vinland Saga.
What's Vinland Saga? That's on Amazon or something?
It's a Viking anime.
Oh yeah,
and I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I've wanted to do?
I've
really
wanted to.
I've seen so many of my like follows on Twitch just watch Hell's Kitchen, and or like what was the name? It's like the show where he like goes to save restaurants. What's the name of it?
24 Hours or he has like 3 of those. Like it's 24 Hours, the F word, and then there's like another one. I forget what it's called.
Gordon,
it's like Restaurant Hell or something like that.
Gordon Ramsay restaurant show.
I'll tell you the last food show I watched. Whatever YouTube videos our
Kitchen
local
Nightmares.
pho plays has playing on
Kitchen
their
Nightmares,
TV. That's it.
Yeah, I want to do like a Kitchen Nightmares watch together.
What?
That would
You
be the
should,
heat.
They're super easy to set up. You literally like click it, but then like chat has to have access to Amazon Prime.
Wait, pause.
Like
My I know a guy has some clarifications.
Well, we learn about the drugs.
Why don't you come
No, I don't.
They won't
Just relate.
No.
I think the resident expert is camera
Right
shy.
here. If they can't see you, talk to the mic. Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can't prescribe drugs.
I'm talking Mike.
Claire, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're in a tunnel, babe. You're in a tunnel.
Should move the mic more over for her.
You're literally 3
I think the arm is like that's as far as it goes unless it's snapping off. I think.
Thing one.
I looked it up. In Colorado, psychologists cannot prescribe drugs, but they're trying to move to a place where psychologists can prescribe drugs. Still learn about drugs and.
So if you have it on,
So
if you heard it here first, you live on.
They go to a psychiatrist. These are drugs that we're thinking of that would help you. We know about all the drugs. Then you go to psychiatrists. They go to med school to prescribe. They don't usually do therapy. Just don't want to spread misinformation.
That's a hey,
Unlike
here
us,
at GG Easy.
Unlike us, she's not. She doesn't.
Unlike,
she wants to make
we
sure
never
we don't
spread
spread
misinformation
Yeah,
here.
you think we spread misinformation on this
measurements?
podcast?
I love.
I'll
spreading
have you know we've
misinformation.
never spread
I
misinformation.
just made up a
on
unit
the
of
show.
measurement today. You know, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, we technically technically.
No, I'm pretty sure
didn't
teacup
spread.
is a thing. Yeah.
Technically didn't spread because I specifically said therapist. I didn't want to say anything about psychologist because I don't know the specifics.
I just know that the psychiatrist is the medicine usually, and psychologist though.
But my psychiatrist was like, "Here's some antidepressants," and I was like, "Happy pills, Pog."
Happy Pills, PogChamp.
So anyway, yeah, I think I have ADHD that I need to get checked up on. And because like for the longest time I was like, oh, ADHD, just like hyper and you can't focus. And
Yeah, there's
I'm
a
sure
lot
there's
to
a lot
ADHD.
more that goes into it.
yeah, but I didn't realize until very recently. And I went like Claire had this whole checklist thing because she was looking into it, and I was like, okay, yep. I'm like, wait a second. I checked like every single one of these boxes. Wait, and I'm like, this is ADHD? Well, then shoot, brother. I think I got ADHD. And I'm wondering and hoping that if that is the case, then some of the symptoms I have that have been umbrellaed under depression actually come from this. So possibly tackling this could help
when
with
Rob
some of
says
that.
he has undiagnosed dyslexia, he's
Oh,
the
because
weird
I
guy.
could.
He's
Okay.
the weird guy.
Okay, but
when-
dyslexia.
Okay, but I also
Okay,
don't-
but you can't. You don't just. Dyslexia is not remotely the same of a medical condition.
Fam.
You'll literally just like spell something wrong, and be like dyslexia, dude.
I'm not saying it's that. There's a lot of. I read Squatch. Like I
That's
saw
not
Squatch.
dyslexia,
but
though.
It's just I have troubles. You know, I have troubles.
I
We
have
all have
troubles.
troubles. We all have
I
troubles.
have hard troubles.
Maybe you do have this. You know what? Here, look. You know, you're right. I was misinformed about ADHD. Let's look up dyslexia.
Here we go.
A general term for disorders that involve difficulty in learning to read or interpret words, letters, and other symbols.
I'm also not like mocking. I truly believe I have.
But that do not affect general intelligence. Goodness.
Well, I feel like dyslexia is pretty commonly self-diagnosed because it's pretty easy to be like, whoa, I can't figure this shit out. What the fuck, dude?
I know there's a lot more, but I swear to you, when I'm reading, I'll go on the same line again because I didn't go down because the words get mixed up for me.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Oh man, there's so much stuff to do this summer. I got so much planned. Vegas probably. Thinking about maybe Cali for a little bit. I mean, if a hermit like me is on the move, that means I'm sure you guys are on the move too. So whether it's work or play, a lot of us are going to be moving again this summer. So my advice to you is to take your Raycons with you. Whether you're on your exercise bike or on a new trip somewhere, a pair of Raycon wireless earbuds in your ears can make all the difference. We've got crisp, powerful beats at half the price of other premium audio brands. I've been using my Raycons while I'm using my exercise bike, and it is a huge lifesaver. Never have to worry about the battery life. So listen up. Raycon's offering 15% off all their products for my listeners. Here's what you've got to do to get it. Go to buyraycon.com/GG. There, you'll get 15% off your entire Raycon order. And it's such a good deal, you'll probably want to buy another spare. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/GG. That's buyraycon.com/GG.
There's a lot more that goes into it than when I just fuck up spelling.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
it says
I'm not
some.
saying that.
I mean, maybe you're right. It says right here. Some
I
common.
get lost in the middle of the word.
Some common symptoms in teens and adults. Dyslexia signs in teens and adults are similar to those in children. Some common dyslexia signs and symptoms in teens and adults include difficulty reading, including reading aloud. That's for sure. Slow
Ad
and
reads have made me better at that, though. So I am thankful for ad reads.
And maybe it's just you're out of practice. That could also be it. Slow and labor-intensive reading and writing.
Bad handwriting. But I am a good writer. I am a good writer. But I'm a
There's
terrible
nothing
speller.
about handwriting there, but
Handwriting has nothing to do with
problem
that.
spelling. Well, there you go.
Big. We all know that's a big issue.
Avoiding activities that involve reading.
Absolutely.
Because that's every
the
day.
only reading I get is ad reads and Twitch chat.
And even then, I'm like, chat, you're going too fast. I'm not reading you. Mispronouncing names or words or problems retrieving words. You do that.
Rob's hitting every checklist right now.
Yeah. We're onto something. Maybe you're right. Trouble understanding jokes or expressions that have a meaning not easily understood from the specific words.
Yep.
Such as piece of cake meaning easy.
Well, I get jokes. Like, I don't think that.
Well, you're not. You have to check every box.
Every single one.
You can definitely miss a couple jokes sometimes.
I bet I could.
A lot of things go over your
especially
head.
if it's written. Like if it's written, I can't read the word, and that word is the.
When it's you miss written jokes a lot in the DMs. Like let's just say it right now.
I believe I do.
I'm glad you talked over that. Okay.
What'd you say?
No. Spending an unusually long time completing tasks that involve reading or writing.
Absolutely.
Mr. Fruit has problems completing tasks in Among Us.
That's true. Difficulty summarizing a story.
I feel like Rob's pretty good at that, to be honest.
Trouble learning a foreign language. Turns out I'm dyslexic.
I never do. My dad speaks Spanish, bro. My whole family on my dad's side speaks Spanish.
All right, there's a difference.
Never got a higher than a C in Spanish. Irregular verbs, bro. Get out of town.
I think there's probably a difference between like this is just hard and I need to apply myself and whatever
no,
is
dude,
like
it didn't click. I never got higher than a C. I tried. I wanted to talk to my grandparents. That was like a goal of mine. I wanted to learn Spanish so I could talk to my grandparents. It was so hard for me. I was like, I can't do this.
Okay. You're like, grandparents, you're not worth it. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, I feel bad about it.
Just say me gusta tacos and you'll get through life, kid.
Yeah, so like I just have broken conversations with my grandparents now, which is sad.
You have difficulty memorizing, do you?
I think I'm pretty decent at memorizing.
Okay.
I think like
and
average.
Difficulty doing math problems. Hey, come on.
All of a sudden, you guys are like,
suddenly you're dyslexic. Okay. But see, like,
I mean, I'm decent with math, where it's like normal multiplication and like division and stuff like that. But when you get into 2x plus y negative square, like, come on.
But see, like, I don't think this is like anything. I think it's mainly self-diagnosed. Like, I don't even know. It's just kind of.
I think, like, Rob, I hate to tell you this, man, but like, I think you might be Dick Lick Suck.
I'm what?
You might be Exladis. I don't know.
That's okay.
There's no way to correct the brain abnormalities.
No.
Yeah.
You just learn to live with them.
Yeah, so it's good.
And I've adapted.
You've adapted very well. Okay, well, there you go.
We've learned stuff today.
You know, now when you say, I think I have dyslexia, I'll go, you know what? You probably do. You're right. I shouldn't doubt you.
I'm trying.
But see, like, I didn't know some of that was dyslexic. Like, for me, the only time I'd ever heard about dyslexia was really like
letters,
reading, and specifically like when you look at words, like they rearrange sometimes, or like you say things backwards or whatever. But hey, there's more to it.
It really hit me when I said Sequatch, and like kind of.
Okay, but that was just like, pronunciation. I feel like
that was you just overthinking it.
No, I don't think. I thought that's how it was said. I literally am talking to my mom on the phone, going, "How do I say Sequatch?" And my mom literally is going like,
"Well, she's probably like, never heard of that word before."
Well, she had like a weird answer. She was like, "I don't."
Yeah, she's probably like, "Can I hang up?"
Because like when she answered like that, I was like, "Why does she kind of sound weird?" But like I didn't think anything of it because I was just in the.
Little did you know you were going to. You're gonna put yourself on blast.
Well, I was like, this business should be named Sasquatch. Like that's way better than Sequatch. Like nobody knows what a Sequatch is. It was bad.
So okay, what's the name of the brand, Rob?
Dr. Sequatch.
No. Okay, good.
I actually did.
You've said it so much. I was worried you actually forgot what their name was.
At this point, you got me thinking it's Sequatch.
They're not gonna sponsor us because we
I love their soap too.
It's the sheer amount of times we just mispronounce it at the point where people are just gonna say Sequatch.
All right, I'm sure Dyslexic Revelation wasn't on that list. What else is on there?
Well, we had a perfect segue before we just took it elsewhere, as all of it tends to agree. I was gonna be like, I like movies. Speaking of movies. Ooh. Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 trailer.
That's right.
Mr. Fruit didn't watch it till about an hour ago.
Right before this podcast. I didn't even know it was out. And so we watched it. And first impression, that's a lot of movies.
Lot.
Second, will this Fantastic Four not suck? Find out.
They didn't give us like a
Marvel,
date,
man.
though.
It's Marvel.
It's after everything else, yeah.
This is one of the most important IPs. They're going to be fine.
Do we think it's going to be like the...
I think it's going to be the end of Phase 4. Whatever.
The one that like everyone kind of comes into and kind of connects and stuff?
Well, like, I mean, hopefully...
We need Invisible Girl and Stretch Guy and Rock Guy.
That's
Those are their most important ones.
I can't wait to see them. Yeah.
Where is Rock Guy? Hold on. I have Stretch Guy on the phone.
Sir Stretch, like
Mr. Fantastic.
Woman.
Mr. Fantastic is Sir Stretch.
And then Chris Evans as Flame Guy. And then Rock Guy.
Actually,
I don't know.
I can't remember him because I only ever think of Flame On.
Oh, Human Torch.
Oh, Human Torch. Yeah. Human Torch, The Thing. That's Rock Guy.
The Thing. That's
The Thing.
Invisible Woman.
Google, does The Thing also have a rock dick?
So yeah, we'll see. They showed some footage, mainly of most things we've seen. There was like Black Widow, which is coming out like this month, I think, right?
That movie has been like delayed so hard. I just lost all my hype for it.
Well, I guess I was just never hyped because I know. Is this spoilers? Like,
it's not spoilers. It's been like 2 years since Endgame.
I still feel bad, but obviously, Black Widow. There's no more story. So like, why would they choose to do this now? Why wouldn't they do this before?
Yeah.
Endgame, you know.
I'm a big fan of the Hopper. What's the actor's name? He's like in that
I saw
movie.
him. Yeah. But see, problem is, I saw him and immediately I thought of Hopper. I was like, I can't see him as anyone else right now. So I know it'll be interesting. There was the girl. It seemed like the other actress. I couldn't tell. It's that girl from like Kick-Ass. She played like the what the fuck?
Like
she was fudge. Who's the guy that's like, we gotta steal the independence declaration? Nicolas Cage. She was Nicolas Cage's like daughter, right? In Kick-Ass.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Her. I just can't remember her name for the life of me, but I recognized her. And then they showed off what we saw from the Shang-Chi trailer and the 10 Rings, whatever.
That movie looks dope. And
then we got a little bit of footage from, I guess, Eternals, and all I saw was Rob Stark. Because I didn't really
Jolie?
Well, I didn't really know what was happening. I was like, wait, that's Rob Stark. And I was like, oh, that's Angelina Jolie. Oh, Eternals. I still have no idea what that's about.
I love me some Rob Stark. That is one handsome man.
Yeah.
And his name is Rob.
Rob, thank you so much. You helped me.
BlueWestlo. Hey. You've helped me so much during your streams. Thank you so much for your Final Fantasy content.
We out here.
Blue L.
It's free.
Blue L. So yes, I'm excited for pretty much all those movies because at this point, like, I'm like, the fudge is Eternals, the fudge is the Marvels, or like all this kind of stuff. But at this point, I'm like, I don't know. They've made interesting things out of literally everything else. So I'm like, whatever, it'll probably be cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's weird seeing, or I guess, I wanted to ask this. What do we think they're going to do with Black Panther? Wakanda Forever.
They said they never cast another Black Panther. So I'm sure it'll follow like Suri or something like that.
Well, I mean, they still have all of Wakanda to go off of, which is pretty interesting, as we saw in like...
Maybe like Michonne's character or something like that.
Well, you haven't seen Captain...
I forgot what her name was.
Or Falcon, and I always miss it. I always want to say Captain Falcon. Falcon Punch!
Yeah, I have not seen Captain Falcon.
And the Winter Soldier, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wakanda people show up in that. And that's just why, like, we know as a whole, it's a pretty interesting place. So they have more to play off of than just the Black Panther character, but it'll be interesting to see, where they take that. Yeah. Would have been a great time to continue Mel B. Jordan's story, or what's his name?
Michael B.
Jordan's story. But, well, rip. So, we'll see where it goes, though. Is T'Challa still a thing? I don't remember what happened to him.
What do you mean? Like
T'Challa?
Black Panther?
Oh, is that Black Panther? No, fudge.
Yeah.
What was his, like, rival's name or whatever?
Killmonger?
No, the third one.
The third one?
Yeah, he was like, he's in like a throne above the waterfall and like a mouth of like some...
but he likes the Black Panther now. Like he's
M'Baku.
Yeah, M'Baku likes T'Challa by the end of the movie and like learns to like respect.
I know, but I'm just wondering if they do something with M'Baku.
It might be. You could see that. I could see that.
I just butcher all that. To be fair, I've only seen that movie once when it released, and it actually goes for most of the movies, which is why I'm doing this like rewatch. Yeah. We just rewatched Captain Marvel.
Is that what the movie afterwards was? It was the Marvels. After the Black Panther.
No, I think that was after it. Well, you might be right. It's either after Eternals or Black Panther, I think. But either Marvels, way, man, they'll be cranking out. I mean, we've got like 3 Marvel movies at least.
I would say Guardians is definitely the one I'm most excited for. I'm definitely the most bummed is till 2023.
I'd say I'm most pumped for Thor: Thunder and Love.
Same. Love Thunder.
Because that's the interesting thing. Aside from that, like most of what we're going to be dealing with are completely new casts and characters.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously makes sense. But man, going through the I meant to mention this. And I think I briefly mentioned it. When I went back and was like, man, I don't care about Winter Soldier at all. Like, who is this guy? Why did he show up? And I talked about how I watched the first Captain America and I was like, okay, I clearly missed half that movie. It makes a lot more sense now. And then after this TV show especially, I'm definitely more
More
like,
invested in Bucky.
Invested in this character. But like, I watched Captain America: The First Avengers years after it came out in my parents' basement. Like, I barely remember it. I was just like, hey, that was pretty good. So all the Bucky stuff just kind of went
where they're
right
like
over
doing
me.
missions together and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
literally, don't ask me how I literally blocked out half that movie from my mind, but I did. Because at the beginning of the movie, I was like, that's Bucky. I was Leonardo DiCaprio, like, wait a second. It's all coming full circle. So yeah.
Maybe he is in these movies.
So yeah, Lord knows what I'm going to pick up on now through these other rewatches. Who really knows? But aside from that, League of Legends anime trailer.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I mean, all in all, it's about 10 frames. But sick. Finally.
Who do they have in it?
It's going to be focused on Piltover and Zon, which is one of the regions in Runeterra that houses people like Heimerdinger, Vi, Jinx. They seem to be focusing on Jinx the most. Victor, Warwick, Urgot.
So like the little
Ezreal
guys?
Well, I mean, Heimer's a Yordle, but I don't think any of the other Yordles come from Piltover and Zon. Could be wrong. But it's like this technological city with like this like slimy underground to it. And yeah, it seems like
would that be your choice for like the region to cover or no?
I'll take one for every single one, man. They're all really
What would
interesting.
be your favorite? Like, which is like, do you think the coolest?
Probably Noxus. But that's just because I'm a sucker for it. They're like very old school, like medieval warfare, like militaristic lands.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about just big armies taking over things, sieging. They have Darius, who I think's dope, Draven, Katarina, LeBlanc. But overall, to just their aesthetic and everything, I really like.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, been asking for a TV show or movie ever since like their first cinematic. So the fact that it's finally happening is hype. It's only going to be like a mini series, so I think it's just like a 1 season thing.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Oh yeah, Echo is also in that one. But yeah, because if we also do Noxus, the whole thing is they're always warring against Demacia. So we get the war between Demacia and...
Oh. So they come together.
Yeah. Well, all of them kind of play in. It's pretty interesting. All the lore. League has really cool lore. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, the world they built is pretty cool.
Which is why, for MMO, bro, it's going to be sick. They have so much to play off of. But we also have to wait like 12 decades. So, yeah. Aside from that, I guess we should touch on it real quick. Destiny 2 trailer for new season.
Whoa.
Blue's favorite part of the podcast. And probably all of our listeners are like, oh, Jesus, they're still talking about
I like how alien babies all of a sudden distract the community from how bad Destiny is.
Oh.
Like
fallen babies.
Yeah, and it took fallen babies for everyone to be like, oh, this game's fucking dope.
I think they're just memeing it. I know when I watched it, I think I even watched it live on stream when it came out. I was like, huh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a season of Destiny. The Tron aesthetic is cool, I guess. I don't want to sound mean, but they also probably went for that aesthetic because less time and budget. Because this season was, I'm pretty sure this is the season that wasn't supposed to happen, right? This is the one that was added, right, Blue?
Wait.
He's saying that this season wasn't supposed to happen, right?
Yeah, this is like the season they added because they were off track. Am I right?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't know either. But if it is, it makes sense because the Tron aesthetic, simple geometry would certainly be easier to execute. I don't think it looks bad.
That's right. Yeah, I think okay, I think this was the season because wasn't the dungeon supposed to be? Wasn't the dungeon technically designed for this? No, whatever.
Oh no, they're saying it seems that's next season.
Oh, next season. Oh yeah, because there's an extension on the.
Yeah, the Witch Queen or whatever.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now that we know,
well said,
yeah.
Either way, though, it looks kind of cool. My first reactions was I saw that exotic pistol, and I was like, okay, still not touching PvP.
What does it do?
Freezes. So I'm like, great, another a pistol is just gonna freeze
players
people.
are on suicide watch right now.
Yeah, so I was like, no thanks. Then the 6-player activity could be cool. I hope, like, again, we just need like another menagerie, dude. It was so sick.
Can't wait for another worse version of menagerie.
I know, that's what I'm worried about. It'll be like, because after menagerie, every 6-player activity just kind of went downhill and then they stopped. So hopefully it's menagerie level.
See, that's my thing with Bungie. Is like when they make something really good, it was like, wow, you could build on that, and they're like,
isn't that kind of
let's take the idea and make it lesser than, so you have to play more to get the same experience.
Okay,
it's like,
and then coming with it, obviously, is Vault of Glass. I'm more so just excited to just see what they do with like Vision of Confluence and Fatebringer. Because like for me, the first weapon like I really fell in love with and like invested into was Vision of Confluence. Like that was the first gun like I bothered maxing through everything. I used forever.
Yeah.
Then Fatebringer was the gun I never got.
Sad.
I never got the boots. I was always like one away from being 30 light 29, or whatever it was. Yeah, and like I could never ever get the boots from a hunter ever.
So, yeah. And then armor transmog.
Oh, are you guys day 1 rating for Vogue?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. Apparently the light level's manageable, which is better. I thought it was gonna be way higher, but
I just don't really care for a contest mode on an old raid that's already been done.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean to be rude, but like having having a world first race for an old raid is kind of a joke.
Yeah, like I would probably rather just do it day 2.
Yeah, I feel that's me. Like I want to go back to get a nostalgia kick and have fun. Yeah. I don't want to play Vault of Glass in contest. Like I already did this raid. Okay, sure, you're gonna have like little like changes to it to keep up with D2, but it's like I don't want to. I'm not playing Vault of Glass for world first glory, dude. Like I already know how the raid works.
It takes out like literally everything and why I day 1 raid. So
and I get that they. I get that they added like a challenge mode to Vogue to make the world first more interesting, but it's like, dude, like a world first race for an old raid,
kind of cringe.
Is kind of. A joke,
I'll watch like Dado, go for it.
Yeah. Oh,
well, this is the recurring. I'll absolutely watch Dado, but this is my recurring issue with this season that has been a recurring issue for Destiny since Shadowkeep. Is they'll bring back things, as new content. So instead of bringing back old things as fun things to do, they bring it back as the main content for that season. So Vault of Glass is literally the main content for the season. Transmog, instead of Transmog being like a quality of life thing that should have just been there, Transmog is going to be
the thing,
a content thing for you to do. And it's like, why is Transmog a content thing for the seasons? Whatever. Anyways, also alternatively, you can just buy the Eververse, Pepe Laugh, Foreververse. And yeah, I mean, the trailer was okay, but like this season, after all their announcements, have just kind of left me like real low on Destiny.
Yeah, I like to just touch on it because obviously people know us a lot for it and want to hear our opinions. But honestly, I'm at the point, and I'm not even being like toxic. I just don't really care about Destiny right now. I think it's perfectly fine. Like right now, I just don't really enjoy it, so I'm not gonna, waste my time or your guys' time on it or anything.
I mean, the storytelling is cool. Like that's sick too. But like, what's the season gonna be? It's gonna be Vogue. It's gonna be the new 6-player activity. It's gonna be Transmog, which everyone's just gonna buy through because fuck that grind. And it's going to be I don't know, a bunch of old guns getting reprised, some new, like 4 new guns.
Sounds awful.
And the cute baby Fallen are going to distract me, but like ultimately we're not going to see anything related to the baby Fallen for another year. because it's going to be exclusive to the trailer and a cutscene. And just like Elsie Bray's Ghost, never got to see anything cool about that. Ooh, and some new stasis stuff, but like ultimately, I don't know. It's the same thing I've come to expect with Destiny seasons, which have been like mega disappointing for me.
Yeah, we'll see. Just other games I'm more excited about right now. Yeah. And I'm enjoying playing
Destiny...
League again.
Oh yeah,
TFT.
League's looking pretty hot. Riot's really going for world domination.
I was gonna say, I'm actually thinking, aside from absolutely destroy my puppies, is I kind of want to play more Valorant. Oh, yeah. Like it's like,
dude. Have fun.
Yeah, thanks.
I've seen Shark and Dork and them have been
they love it. Have fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want something competitive that I know I'm pretty bottom of the barrel when it comes to Valorant. So I think I might take it upon myself and enjoy trying to just get better at it.
What part of CS:GO did not check that box?
CS:GO.
Oh yeah, you're right. Only the most hyped FPS esport there is.
Okay, well I'll tell you.
If there was like a World Cup or Olympic esport game, it would be League and CS:GO and like Dota.
It's older, which means at this point it's what, however old. What that means is it's way more figured out. Like getting in late means I'm more at a disadvantage. Secondly, I like the ability usage and heroes of Valorant. I like the art style of Valorant more. It's also Riot, and I'm a Riot simp. Let's be honest.
All right, dude. Just enjoy being blinded every 3 seconds.
And I do like that it promotes aggression a little bit more. You still have to be slow and stuff, but I like that because like you still have to play it careful and methodically, but like
you can push smokes in CS.
Yeah, but like you can be a little more aggressive. Like
I see what you're saying.
You can run around
a lot more abilities in the sense of making a push,
right?
And a flash and a smoke, and you need to know what the exact lineup for this smoke is, so you can smoke off long, so I can walk down the hallway and make it to this, and I can hold this angle when the smoke goes. Yeah.
I think just all those things kind of put it in. I know they're very similar, and don't get me wrong, I love to watch CS, but I think I would rather just play Valorant.
Yeah. Well, if there were 3 games that were somehow adopted into the Olympics, it would be, do you think CS would be one of them?
I think League, CS, and then the third one.
I don't know what a third.
If they're willing to double dip, I guess the third biggest would be Dota, I think. Dota. But if they don't want 2 MOBAs.
Rocket League?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Rocket League. Rocket League has a big esport following,
but I actually don't. Let me look if I'm able like. Oh, you know what? It would probably be Overwatch League. I didn't think about that.
God.
But with just how big it is, the size, and the fact that, although
they definitely have Destiny too.
But like I would say it's between like Overwatch, COD.
Oh yeah.
Rocket League. Am I missing anything?
God, NA would get rolled, bro. we would get rolled in everything. Other than whatever the third.
Okay,
one
well
is.
Then Smash. Catch us at Smash.
Only something that NA can win.
Although ironically the best player is Mexican. So
yeah.
What are you gonna
do? MK Leo, right? Is it still Joker?
Joker.
He's playing he played a lot of Byleth. I think he's messing around with Pyra and Mithra right now. But just anyone and he'll win pretty much. So.
Anybody.
Yeah. Even online, which is he's lost a couple, but like he's still practically the best player online too. It's ridiculous. Rainbow Six, I do know people really like that one.
But CS trumps if that's like a tactical.
But yeah, if we have to bring it down to tactical shooter, it's CS by a mile.
Not even close.
But that's just the other thing too. Is I want to see where it goes. As Riot starts to back Valorant's esports scene, you know. And I think that's why it also took off.
Have you been watching it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the
like watching it as a spectator? I think it's a good spectator. Yeah.
The Master Series, because they're all going to
thing?
they're all going to Iceland. Yeah, like just finished up, and I watched all like the Sentinel matches because, I literally chose Sentinels as my favorite team because Sinatra was on the team, and then that whole scandal happened, and so last second they got this kid named Tens,
who's nasty,
and he had to like I remember I watched their first game, and he'd been on the team for like 2 days, not even, and it was like a championship. Popped off, and I was like, all right, Sentinels.
But I thought he was like on Cloud9. Did Sentinels like pay him out or something, or buy him out?
I think he'd like he was on some. I want to say Cloud9, and I think they dropped him or something.
Oh,
or
really?
something happened because they were playing Cloud9 recently in one of the, I think like semifinals, and they were talking about how it's like he could get revenge or whatever. But oh wait a second. Oh, this is interesting. Somebody says Tens was on Cloud9 Blue, who they fought, but apparently he's still on, and I quote, loan.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's on
so
loan.
I guess he wasn't on their starting lineup, and they were able to loan him out.
No, so when Sentinels loses, and he'll be back on Cloud9.
Yeah, suddenly I'm starting
sure
to think
they'll pay him a shit ton of money. I'm sure they will fork.
Well, at this point, you would think Cloud9 Blue is like, okay, we'll keep him. Once he's back, I have a feeling they'll.
I think Valorant's only kind of big in like South America and North America right now, though. I know like
what is
the EU, like the Valorant scene.
Oh,
like I know like viewership wise.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see too when, because Iceland will be the first real
it'll be the
global
first major
competition
kind of thing.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see what their numbers are. But like it's always kind of skewed with Valorant because I feel like you'll always see like people co-streaming it. Like I'm sure you'll see like Hiko doing something.
Well, League does that too. I think, and it's right. I think it's the smart thing to do. Like, you just have to like apply or whatever, or like ask for permission, and you can co-stream. And like, when Valorant's doing their Masters tournament, Shroud will have like double their viewers. But like at the end, that doesn't hurt them. That's still that many people watching and building the scene, or like getting people who potentially wouldn't have even known.
ESL like does not allow like other people to like rebroadcast when they're streaming.
I think it's smart, because like that it opens up a lot more possibilities.
I think like the first CS:GO LAN actually got like the fans got canceled, but I think they're still having the LAN. I just don't think they're having like an audience anymore.
That's lame.
So I think it's in Copenhagen, and then there's a major in Stockholm. So
but I always like to tune in for those, like when it's like semifinals and finals.
Those are so sick.
Because that's when it's hype. Things on the line. There's the storylines.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I've just been. I talked about it recently. I've just been fiending for any esport, pretty much.
Yeah, on LAN.
Ideally, LAN. Yeah, especially like it's gonna happen with Smash soon, and I can't wait. I need my Smash LAN back. Oh, which I don't know. Blue, did you see the
Valorant Esports Omega
Beyond the Summit Melee tournament this last weekend?
I did not. I didn't even know they were having that.
Oh, brother, I'm not gonna ruin it for you. You need to go. I'll link you a VOD so you avoid all spoilers. And just watch it.
Is my boy Leffen in it?
No.
Disappointing. I'll still watch it.
It's Slippy, so I think it has to be like NA.
Yeah.
Is he
otherwise,
not NA?
No, he's Sweden.
Oh,
Sweden.
I did not know that. That's right.
Dude, I hate Leffen, but I love that dude. He's so good. He makes Melee interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and that'll be nice when he's actually able to like come back, or like when LANs come back and stuff. All right. Well, I'm DMing you the link right now.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
All right. Do we want to move on to Patreon questions?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
The first question is from Muzzy. Says, would you ever go skydiving? Why or why not? I've been licensed skydiver for 3 years now and have hundreds of jumps and love hearing others' opinions.
I think I would do it. I might poop myself.
Wait, like by yourself free jump? Like,
well, I would first. I think no matter what, have to be tethered. Yeah. So I think I would see what I think after the first jump, and then I would decide
if you'd practice and stuff.
If I would want to get to the point where I'm untethered. I don't know.
Never in a million fucking years. I have
but I think I'd at least like to do like a tethered jump. I think at some point in my life.
tether jump would even be hard for me to do because like I just hate heights.
Oh, me too.
Like the first like 10 minutes in an airplane is like the worst time for me because I can still kind of see the ground and like kind of understand, hey, I'm in a tube like 1,000 feet in the air and I'm totally like out of control here, you know, like I serve no operation here, you know, I'm kind of just a cog in the wheel.
If something happens, I have no effect on it. So
dude, does
it's out of my hands.
A Twitch streamer? Because I'm here.
You're like, do we have a Twitch streamer on board? Yes.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Who needs
we
need
you right now.
What about you, Blue?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It seems cool, but then I'm just like, like when it comes to the jumping off point, I'd be like, you know what? I think I'm good. I'm just gonna stay up here on this plane.
Well, see, that's why I need to be tethered because then they just kind of. I don't really think.
Yeah. Omega Wolfboy asks, question for Blue: do you still play Warframe?
No, not really. That game kind of loves me.
There you go.
That game just got so tempting because you can buy your way through like 90% of the game. Obviously, playing the game, you have to get things matters. But it was like I keep getting so tempted. I just want to spend money on it, and it's like, no, I need a game where I have to grind through things to get what I want.
Kai asks, what are y'all's pet peeves when it comes to driving? Okay, if it's a scenario where like you are at fault and I'm letting you in my lane, let's say there's construction, okay, and the sign clearly says, hey, you need to get over, okay, and somebody's not getting over, okay, and they're like at like the end and like no one's letting them in, okay, if I decide, you know what, I'm gonna be a nice guy, I'll let you in, okay, just toss me one of these. Yeah. You know, that's all I need. That's all I need to kind of validate, hey, I was a nice guy. I didn't have to do this. 20 cars ahead of you didn't. But like, if it's just a normal, like he's getting in my lane, I don't need to do that. Like, I don't need to wait. But if it's like, I am going out of my way to let you in this lane, just give me one of those. If you don't give me one of those, fuck you.
Mine would just be turn signals. Not enough to what feels like almost nobody uses.
What do you think about turn signals in the turning lane? Like, do I need to have my turning signal on while I'm in the turning lane?
I do, but no, like if it's a turning lane and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, like obviously, I have to turn at it.
Yeah, like if you're merging, there's no I don't think so. But like any other instance,
I would agree.
Please use a blinker.
Like if your lane can go straight through the light or turn right,
put on.
That's blinker. Where you turn on the blinker. Hey, car behind me, I'm about to turn right and slow down here.
Yeah.
Rather than just. Yeah.
Skirt.
What about you, Blue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying like just use your blinkers, man. Okay, this is a really small pet peeve, but it's just for me. It's like in the grand scheme of things, it's real petty. Is people who at lights go into the turn lane, but know damn well they're not going to turn. So like when a red light comes up and you're in the turning lane, you're like, I'm just going to sit here.
That's just the California in me, Blue. I'm sorry.
It's like, bro,
Californian in me.
It's like, bro, if you know where you're going, okay, and you know you're not turning anytime soon, get in the left lane. Like, don't waste my time. If I'm like the second car behind you in the turning lane and you're sitting there like having a good old time, I'm gonna be like, you could have been in the left lane, bro. You're wasting my time.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You at a light, like at a 4-way light stop, and there's a turning lane, and you're just sat to the right.
Oh, and they want to go straight. I see what you're saying. I hate that.
It's like, just get in the left lane, man.
Oh. I thought you were talking about people in the turning lane who creep out, like in the middle of the intersection.
If you're gonna cruise your way by to your destination, like you better be in the left lane, man.
I agree. I leave the right lane. Like if I know I'm not turning right at this one, I will be like in the lane where like I can only go kind of straight. You know what I mean? Because what if the guy next to me wants to turn right? I don't want him to have to wait behind me. That sucks.
I'll give you one of these.
Oh, yeah, just. Give me one of those. That's all I need.
I even try and like make sure like they know like thank you.
Yeah. I go out of my fucking or like this is the Californian in me though, because like I know this is like a very unpopular opinion with driving. Double on yellow. Give me a double yellow left turn. That means 2 cars creep out or like just one. Even 2 can sometimes get. But like if you're on the left lane, you creep out on the intersection, and then like that light's about to, and then you go. You know. That's the Californian in me though, because I know that's like not a lot of Not a popular opinion.
It's not super popular, but like I know some lights around here. Like if people didn't do that, no one would ever go. Like we'd all be stuck. Like sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah. Sharkboy97 asks, if you had to do another podcast about something other than gaming, what would your topics of choice be? I mean, I don't think we just talk about gaming on here.
Yeah, but I guess. But like
specifically?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I'm not interested in that. Well, we don't even do it here.
Yeah.
But like I can't think of one topic I could just.
Me either. That's why I like this podcast, because I can't just talk about one thing only.
I guess if I could blanket it, entertainment, but I guess gaming falls under that. But
yeah, I don't know. I think we have a great here. What about you, Blue?
I super blanked out. Whoa.
If you had to do another podcast about something other than gaming, what would your topics of choice be?
If someone says, "Wait, this is a gaming podcast,"
I don't like a hyper specific podcast. Nothing really else like I'm that like invested into. Like maybe we cover everything in this podcast. I feel like the only way I would ever do it is like a variety podcast.
Yeah.
Which is what we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gaming focused, but you know.
Yeah. Right. Sloths asks, favorite type of seafood if you eat any. I'll send some Maine lobsters to you guys.
Please do. Actually, for my birthday, a year or two ago, my I guess now father-in-law is right. For my birthday, got me this like Maine lobster kit, like shipped or whatever, to where so you could make lobster rolls. Tell you what, those hit.
Yeah, I think lobster would be mine too.
Usually lobster. I do really like fish though. A lot of different
crab.
fish. Crab's good, but I think if it was like lobster or crab, I'd go lobster.
I agree.
I like shrimp. Yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of seafood, honestly. But yeah, maybe favorite's lobster.
I just snort shrimp, dude. Like you give me shrimp, I will snort it.
Do you like cocktail sauce?
No, I hate cocktail
sauce. I don't either. I hate cocktail
sauce.
Bro,
I was gonna say, give me a platter of shrimp and cocktail sauce. I'll be there all day. Oh, brother.
I hate cocktail sauce.
Oh, dude.
Interesting.
That hits, brother.
I hate it. I feel like it's either you hate it or you love it. There's like no in between.
The only thing I like more than shrimp is it's like super shrimp. What's
jumbo shrimp?
No, I mean jumbo shrimp. No, it's like bigger shrimp.
Prawns.
Oh.
Somebody also says in this chat, they said y'all like lobster until you realize what you really like is the taste of the butter. I actually talked about this. I don't eat my lobster with butter because I don't like the butter.
I love the butter.
Yeah, it's actually the lobster I like.
I'm not the biggest fan of lobster. One, it's so expensive, and two, if I want like a big bite of fish, you know, I can just get some shrimp, dude. Little bites, little prawns, and just munch that bitch up. So good.
Like a good salmon too, or something.
I love salmon.
Papa Dadams asks, "What's the greatest lengths any of you have gone up to cover up a lie you have told?" Cover up a lie that I don't know. Like the greatest lengths. I don't know. If I had to go to that extent, I already had been caught to like not, to like.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of lazy, so if I have to go at that length of a lie, I'd probably just give it up.
I feel like by that point I had already been caught. I really can't think of one. I'm sorry, I can't.
That's a good question. I just
it is
feel like I needed more.
Yeah, I need more time to think about that. I have to go way back in my childhood memories.
Yeah, if it pops up in my head, like while podcasting,
probably making a YouTube channel to cover up the lie that I think I'm funny. I'm still trying to keep it up. So,
MM2021 asks, for $100,000, would you let a wasted person take a shot at you from 50 meters away? You wouldn't be able to move.
Wait, okay, so how much?
100 grand.
I might do it.
For somebody who's wasted.
Might do it.
50 meters away to take a shot at you.
With what? What are they using?
A gun, dude.
Colt. I don't know. Fucking. What do you
dude,
mean?
100K, that's 300K. I'd do it.
Yeah, like a 9mm.
Honestly, yeah, I think I would.
You think you like
50 meters?
That's 100K.
That's a football and a half. That's a football and a half field with just a pistol. And if they're wasted, I'm thinking like they can't walk a straight line.
Yeah, the sheer it's like people underestimate how hard it is to land a shot from a long distance with any gun. And like to be wasted, you would have to be like one of the most unlucky people in the world.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like I'm thinking about how the drunkest I have ever been, and if I was to shoot Christian at 50 meters away, that drunk, no way I would even get close.
Well,
I would take it,
even if you're not drunk. If you're not
that's
trained,
still a hard shot,
and it's a handgun
trained.
at 50 meters, that still seems like a pretty hard shot.
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's a tough shot.
So worst case, what they hit body mass, as long as in the stipulation is they cover the hospital bills too. I'll just cover my face. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's not gonna stop anything.
Right his fingers.
Yeah, I would take it. Like if it's my time and a drunk dude can hit me from 50 meters, like I probably deserve to go, dude.
Ow.
Yeah, I think I'd take that.
I'd take that 100K. I need that money.
That's half a football.
Pasta of Haiku asks, if you had the full knowledge to operate a tank, a submarine, a jet, or a rocket ship, which would you choose to the fullest amount of fun?
A tank, dude. That'd be sick. Never mind.
Submarine, dude.
Tanks are like actually low key, like not very.
Oh, wait a second. I'm Papega. I was thinking yards. What? It's actually half a football field.
Yeah, it's like 50 yards.
Still,
yeah. That's still
a lot.
That's still a lot. Yeah, I'd still do it.
I'd still do it. Yep. Yeah, I don't. I guess submarine would be cool.
That's my pick.
But like, it would be kind of sick to just be rolling around in a tank and feel powerful.
Yeah. Well, wait, it was submarine, tank, or
what? Submarine, jet, rocket ship, or tank.
Rocket ship?
You only get so many chances, though. You know what I mean? You can't just kind of. That's a lot of like. If you're going on a rocket ship, you can't just like, all right, I'm coming back tomorrow, babe. Like, you know, you are committing to that trip.
It's true, but then space. I don't know.
Yeah,
what's in space, Mr. Fruit?
Yeah, like what? You gonna go to Saturn?
Space is actually very uninteresting in our solar system.
So just knowing that I'm no longer on Earth, you know. I would either do that or submarine. No, not that a chance. Dude. Knowing that I am that far underneath in water,
I'm an expert. Like,
I would rather know that there's an empty void around me than that much water. So I'd go space or rocket or tank. Just sounds hot, but then
tank sounds so sick, dude.
A jet also sounds pretty hot. I'm talking like temperature. It just sounds really hot. I don't know if the jet has like AC. I'll do jet.
That's what you're thinking in that scenario.
Yeah, you know how cramped those are. Because I'm thinking about a jet. That sun right on you in that one, that's gotta get hot as balls. And a tank, you're cramped up. That's hot. I don't know.
If you guys, Ricardo the Heart says, if you guys had to move to another state permanently, where would you go and why?
I've thought about this a lot. Like, if I had no choice but to leave San Antonio, I would either go to Seattle or Colorado.
Yeah, I was probably gonna say Washington, Seattle, just because.
Seattle is cool, and then I love the rain, and then Colorado, I have my friends there, and then also weed's legal.
Sick.
Yeah, and then maybe whatever Sydney wanted to move to, if she wanted.
Probably Tennessee, because Claire and I had talked about it. It's the middle ground where we could go. That is one of the cheapest states to live in. The only one cheaper, I think, is Florida, but she does not want to be in Florida.
Yeah, nobody wants to be in Florida.
So Tennessee, or if I had to choose aside from that, yeah, maybe Washington. You're close to Canada if you want to go up there.
Close to California, kind of.
Yeah, you're on the West Coast still. You got fiber, you know. Although the taxes are about to be raised a whole bunch, but
a lot.
Not for me, baby.
I do like the rain, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It says
Washington.
This question is from Blemish. It says, Rob, besides pain, any noticeable results from Peloton? Blue, love you, but when's that Pokemon Snap stream happening? Mr. Fruit, love the video intros. They feel personable. Like, hey, he's talking to me one-on-one, and that's cool.
Oh, thanks. Glad you enjoyed those.
I've only been doing it for a week. So like, or for a month. So
he's only had to amputate both his legs and get bionics at this point, but
no, I mean, I'd be crazy to be like, oh yeah, I've seen crazy changes. No, like it's been like a month.
Just wait until you get the cycle legs where your body's normal, but then your quads are just
huge. I hope, dude. That's like the goal.
Google that.
I want nice.
They're kind of nasty.
No, they look nice. My friend Max has the greatest kind of
I'm showing you a picture.
calves. Johnny Krumer asks, since today is my birthday, what is a good birthday memory that you have?
Wait, what do you ask?
He said, what's a good birthday memory you have?
That's a good question. I'll let you know when I remember
memories
it.
Don't involve my birthday.
It's same.
Like all the good birthday memories are from other people's birthdays.
Same.
Like one off the top of my head is every Christian's birthday would turn everyone's playing games with us for a little bit, and then
Rob and I play
30 minutes into it, me and Christian are just destroying everybody. Nobody wants to play anymore, and then it's just everybody watches me and Christian play.
Yeah,
that was literally every one of Christian's birthdays for like 3 years.
It was great.
So, but I can't think of a specific for my birthday.
I DM'd you a photo, Rob.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess
I would never let it get to that point though.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like if you look at a professional cycler size, it's like
yeah,
and then just
yeah, like that is obnoxious.
Yeah, no, that or I don't know. My family never made birthdays like that big of a thing. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's just fun, chill, hanging with friends. Pizza.
What about you, Blue?
I don't really have any good birthday memories, to be honest. I've never been the type who's been like, I've never like been into my own birthday, to be honest. If other people didn't celebrate it for me, I wouldn't even celebrate my birthday.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think I'm kind of the same way. Claire and I had to deal with that because her family was much like birthdays in all their family. It was a very big deal.
Woo!
Yeah. And so we just had to realize that because like when her birthday rolls around and when my birthday rolls around, the way we approach them is completely different.
Yeah.
And she thought I just didn't care, but I was like, this is how we've done birthdays my whole life. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Arnav asks, holy shot, Ubisoft just announced 2 new Division games with a Division movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Any thoughts?
I like Jake Gyllenhaal. They'll find a way to mess it up. But Jake Gyllenhaal will be the star.
Yeah, I love Division. I wish they didn't screw up the end game so badly because they had like Division 1's end game is probably my favorite looter shooter end game of all time. It is so good. There's so many builds. Like I still think about like my Sentry build with my.
I still think about that little vector.
My Sentry build with my MDR. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, I just miss that end game. There's never been a better end game in the looter than Division 1's, and then Division 2 was like, let's make a fucking awesome game if you only played like the first 10 hours, and then the end game is just bad. Like the lead up to the end game in Division 2 was so sick. And then like you think like, oh well, I mean, like, you know, surely there's gonna be like full, you know, like combo sets and these new exotics are really cool. Like, can't wait to see how these work with the combo sets and like the open world is so much better than Division 1's. And then it's just like, there's none of those sets, and you have to wait till you get them. And also the signature weapons are like the worst addition to the game. Have fun.
Yeah, I say what Blue said.
I'm excited for more Division though. It's always like, well, Division was a game that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I did play a lot. Blue and I did.
Yeah.
Division 2 was promising, but I never stuck with it. And then I think I've talked about part of this was because I had to do a sponsored, and I didn't want to have to replay 10 hours.
Yeah.
And then I started a new playthrough with Rob, and then Rob quit
Did homework.
after like one session. Yeah, I was like,
I did homework again.
And I was like, I don't want to do this all by myself.
I'm still working on that project.
So I'm excited for 3, and ideally they just keep getting better at it and reiterating. So now if they can take both goods from both games, like that way we have a good game leading to end game and then a good end game, that'd be dope.
Free Will asks, okay, so you said you will all get rid of beef and pork. So what is your favorite chicken dish? Spicy chicken sandwiches. But fried
I love chicken sandwiches.
That's good.
I love chicken sandwiches. I don't know, like I'm a chicken, anything hits different. Like chicken tendies, if we go somewhere and like, I don't know, I'm gonna get chicken tendies. But
chicken
like
sandwich, chicken tendies, grilled chicken, fried chicken, chicken mole,
like if you were like
shredded chicken, barbecue chicken, buffalo chicken, ooh, maybe buffalo.
I love chicken.
Yeah, like a buffalo spicy chicken sandwich.
Chicken wing, like a buffalo wing.
Yeah, Bro, I'll diverse.
Yeah, I'll take chicken almost anyway.
If it was my last chicken milanesa torta from La Panaderia.
Kiefer asks,
I need to take you guys when you come back for PAX South, by the way. You never went to Panaderia.
My last chicken meal would be a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Okay. All right, go.
Kiefer asks, what is your least favorite lift, and why is it Bulgarian split squats?
Wait, what?
Any split squats.
Like I think he's saying like weighted lifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lift I'm gonna lift my water bottle into my mouth. So good.
Least favorite lift. I really hated hang cleans. Or no. Shoulder military press. Because my shoulder, right, it even does it now, just pops. Whenever I go here,
keep lifting, Blue.
Bring
good
it
form.
down,
lifting.
Pops.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like right now, it like right here, pop.
You should probably look into that.
Pop.
That sounds like.
And see if you're doing that exercise. For anyone else hearing that,
I don't do that exercise specifically because it pops.
If you're doing an exercise and something hurts or something like that's wrong, do not do the exercise.
Yeah, I just avoid soldier exercises now. So.
Okay, well, don't avoid all of them.
Well, I have to. It hurts anything.
Okay, well, then that's a bigger. But then you need to first off stretch it and then figure out what's the problem. PT. Because otherwise, it's clearly never getting better. Just it's not like healing on its own. I don't know, least favorite would be probably box squats. I hate box squats. Yeah.
Because like you have to like touch your butt to the box and then but you can't like sit down. You have to like tap it and then at least that's the ones I was doing.
If not box squats.
I hate hang cleans. That's another one I hate. Were hang cleans. I hate holding onto the bar because it just hurts my hands.
And probably pull-ups just because they make me feel so inferior.
Yeah. Fire asks.
Say
nope,
it.
Nope.
Say Fire Rasengan. Work with me.
Fire Rasengan. Rasengan.
Thank you.
On the topic of movies, what is your favorite comedy horror? Okay, come on, dude.
That's way
like.
Too
what's
hard,
your favorite
man.
6 movies?
That's way too hard, man.
What
You can't give me that. And
he goes literally on the topic of movies. What is your favorite comedy, horror / thriller, and science fiction movies. So plural here. Okay, so we got another 2 hours of podcast.
Yeah. All right, let's start dissecting this.
All right, next question.
I'll tell you my favorite, most recent movie I've watched. Demon Slayer. There you
go. Tolly asks, what your favorite toe mine personally? Oh, what's your favorite toe? I just didn't like that's your question.
And then they said mine's personally
the pinky toe. Yeah.
My pinky toe is a bitch. I jab that shit so often. I hate my pinky toe. However, I will say my favorite toe is not the big toe. It's the toe just next to the big toe. What's that called?
The pointer toe.
The pointer toe. I love the pointer toe, dude.
I like my big toe because it's actually.
I never jam my pointer toe. It's too small to get jammed, but it's not far enough off the edge of the toe to get jammed. So my pointer toe is always just like that's my day one right there. My pointer toe.
Oh, I thought your computer froze, Mr. Fruit. You were like,
oh, I'm just staring at my toes.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
You fucking lost train of thought in your toes, bro. Like you were literally just like. I was like, oh shit.
I'm trying to think which one's my favorite. You know.
Mine's my big toe, dude, because I have an abnormally large big toe. Like it is actually big.
So it makes you unique. That's why you want it.
Yeah,
that's why it's your
fucking thing.
Yo, OnlyFans content right here, boys. Feet pics from Rob.
Look at that. Look at me. Get the pinky toe moving. Come on.
Hey, that's stuff you'd only see on Patreon.
Fuck me. I got a foot cramp now.
See, I have one of those weird things though, where my pointer toe, I guess, is like almost as tall, would you say, or whatever, as my big toe, and my middle toe is like my toes go like it's like it kind of goes like up and then it's weird. It's not very curved. I don't know. I would say my favorite is freaking.
Are you webbed foot? Or do you have webbed toes?
No.
Do you, Blue?
I don't have webbed toes.
Okay.
I'll just go.
I got normal toes.
Big toe.
Mountain Hermit for the last question says, for all of you, what's the scariest dream that you've ever had? I recently had a dream where I was slowly going blind throughout the dream. Pretty effing terrifying. Jeez.
That's terrifying.
I mean, I've talked. I probably get in plane crashes probably twice a month. So like. And like I know I'm in my dream when I survive the plane crash. I survive every single one.
I had this weird dream. I don't remember the most terrifying dreams I've ever had, but it wasn't like a nightmare, but like it left me like unsettled when I woke up. Is you know Exactos?
Yeah.
I had a weird dream that people were just like they weren't stabbing me with Exactos, but they were just like for some reason just like all swarming me, just like barely cutting skin deep with Exactos. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, I don't. So that's the only time recently I've been like unsettled.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking scary.
I think I talked about it on the podcast. It was like this is the one I just remember the most right now. It's like 2.5 years ago, whatever. I literally had like the sleep paralysis or whatever.
Oh yes.
And I was
think about that.
It was like I forget where I was. It was like it felt like a European country. Really tight corridors in the city. It was like nighttime. And
Jack the Ripper kind of, or Jack the Ripper's.
Yeah, and I was like trying to get a taxi or something, but like I couldn't find my way out of this like labyrinth. Essentially, it's really dark. Someone was behind me. I was with somebody, and then I just lost them. And then I go to like this really small side street trying to like hail a cab, but there's no one there. It's all dark. And then that was when like a shadowy figure appeared, but like there's nothing there. It was like pure darkness. Wasn't anything you could make out. And that's when I woke up, and he like punched me, and I woke up, or like stabbed me, or like killed me essentially. And then I was just lying in my bed. It was dark. I couldn't move. And then the figure was just like hovering right over here. And that was terrifying.
Yeah, the scariest dream I had was a demon put a dream.
Put a what?
I guess I have.
Oh, come on.
Oh, okay.
But I stopped myself. You know what I mean?
I guess looking back now, I guess my sleep paralysis. I guess my sleep paralysis demon was. Do those count as nightmares though?
I think it was a nightmare that caused a sleep problem.
Nightmares are like kind of different, but still the same in that sort of regard. I guess it was just scariest dream. So I mean, they both happen when you sleep.
I get. Yeah, I mean, I've had sleep paralysis. I guess my scariest is I've had you know, like that that face from Spirited Away.
Who just went live in here?
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Get it
Someone
out.
hacked the system. How did this happen?
How the hell did they do that?
Omega Wolf Boy. How did we do
Yo, how did you do that? That's actually crazy.
Omega Wolf Boy.
How did he do that?
I have to get this out of here because I have no idea.
I have to kick him.
That's crazy.
I don't know how he did that. That shouldn't be
Monka.
Was that me?
You shouldn't be able to add video to the podcast as well.
That's crazy. How did he do that?
Now I have to fix that.
That was a Monka TOS.
That's actually crazy.
Right, well, we'll
no way. Someone actually managed to do that. That's crazy. Holy shit.
Okay, well,
that's the first time
you're gonna have to fix.
Ever seen that? Wow.
Apparently, anybody can turn on their video.
Okay. Yeah. You know the dude from Spirited Away.
Yeah.
The ghost with the black body and then like the white face.
Oh, so scary.
I had like a really fucked up version of that. Like when I woke up in my sleep paralysis, like that face was like literally right on my face for like an hour, and I couldn't do anything. So that's probably my scariest sleep paralysis.
Our man was just going for a walk. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to the podcast today.
Worst part is like, God, if he shows something and my keyboard mouse wasn't switching to the monitor.
No, I had it.
Like, get off.
Well, I think it was just a normal guy on a walk. Thank God. I thought we were like, because like that shouldn't happen. But well,
this is why we can't live stream.
Well, thank you, chat, for listening. Thank you, Stans, for supporting. And
thank you, audio and video listeners and watchers. Appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed GTA Easy episode 83. You know what? You love it. We're here.
This episode of GG Easy was hacked.
Monka?
There you
go. That's crazy.
We'll be back again next week, like we always are, except for the few times we haven't. And if that's the case, then you'll know why. Because we'll explain it some other time. But that's not important. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your support, as well as on the Patreon and everything. Thank you for supporting our endeavors. Talk to you in the next one. Farewell.